I have no idea how we meandered onto this subject, but we did. Lakers Town or Dodgers Town? Los Angeles is one. Which one is it? Lakers Town. You can't go both, which O'Shea Jackson Jr. did. That's not acceptable. I will not accept that. Which one? You have spent many, many moons in this town, sir. Lakers Town, Dodgers Town, Los Angeles.
Lakers Town. And I grew up there. It was a Dodgers town, I'd say through even up including 1988. But really the 2000s are what did it. So the Dodgers went with that 3-decade drought without winning a World Series. And with the Lakers winning 5 times between 2000 and 2011, that certified it as a Lakers town.
So you're saying when the Showtime was happening, when Showtime's happening at the Forum, but, Kirk Gibson wins the 88 World Series to cap a decade in which the 81 strike shortened season, Bob Welch is fanning Reggie, and they win 81 and they win 88. That made it a Dodger town even when Magic was here? Is that what you're saying?
It was still the Dodgers. Magic, it was transforming in the legacy of Magic.
Right.
One of the legacies of Magic is that it's now a Laker town. But when they did the top LA sporting moments of the century,
mm-hmm.
Kirk Gibson's home run was number one. I don't think if you expanded now at 20 years later, I think a Laker moment would be, maybe the Kobe lob to Shaq or something. But that showed you that it was the Dodgers still mattered more through the 80s. And I feel like they tied. They both win championships in 88, and maybe it was around a tie then. But the Lakers had firmly taken it over in the 2000s, thanks to the three-peat and then Kobe winning 2 more. That solidified it.
J.A. Adande.
You're out there now. I mean,
I know.
You saw them both win championships in the same month.
Yes.
Last October. So which one do you think resonated more in L.A.?
You know what? This is a Lakers town. I said it. I didn't stutter. I like if you injected every Los Angeles diehard fan with sodium pentothal and hooked them up to a machine to actually make sure that whatever 1% wasn't of lies was detected, they're all Laker fans. All of them would choose the Lakers over the Dodgers to win. Certainly with the Dodgers having just won the World Series. I know there's a lot of dreams come true of people waiting, but Dodger fans are these days, they wear the mantle of hard luck. They're like the scrappiest billionaire team of all time. And the Lakers fans, they wake up saying, well, if we don't have somebody generationally talented that we deserve, life's off. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I view it, having lived in Los Angeles since 2003.
I mean, Rich, you've seen purple and gold Dodger hats. You've seen Kobe Bryant Dodger jerseys. Have you ever seen the equivalent with the Lakers? You don't see a Mookie Betts version of a Laker jersey, right? You don't see a Dodger. Even though I love the blue Laker throwbacks,
sure,
but that's Minneapolis Laker blue throwbacks, right? It's not a homage to the Dodgers. So that's another indication. You see a lot more Laker branding on Dodger stuff, or Laker versions of Dodger stuff, then you'd see Dodger versions of Lakers stuff.
I never saw an Andre Ethier Lakers jersey.
Nice.
Wow.
With all due respect. I should have said it before.
We successfully answered that question, Rich. There's no room left for debate.
I agree. Look, Jack Nicholson is the ultimate Los Angeles sports fan, and he's known as a Laker fan, and he's a diehard Yankee fan. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, to me, that's another open and shut aspect of this thing. But I still think it's Los Angeles Laker town, and, I appreciate you agreeing with me. And that's
I remember when it was a Dodger town. I remember when it was different. That just means I'm old, unfortunately.
Okay. And by the way, that's also part of the curriculum to tell the kids at Northwestern, only have guests who echo your sentiments on your show to back it up. And also, if you want the Jim Rome philosophy, only have people call in to tell you how great you are. And then we could get into trolling. I mean, I could go deep, Jay. I could go very, very deep for you.
I hear the syllabus forming as we talk.
With all due respect,
you can Zoom it, Rich. We're doing everything on Zoom anyway.
Done.
You can Zoom it from LA.
Done. We're just 2 hours behind. We're just 2 hours behind. It's great. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.